It is now 9 a.m. I slept a little bit late again this morning. It looks like we got more rain overnight because things are still very, very wet. I don't see any of the cats anywhere. So maybe they're wherever they sheltered for the night. There is dry food in the feeder. It looks like it has not been touched. The feeder goes off around 6:30 in the morning, dispenses a half cup of dry food. So it does not look like the cats were around this morning, and that's fine. It's 10:51 a.m. I just looked out the window and Hydrox is drinking water from the little cat pool area. It also looks like he ate some dry food out of the feeder. And now he's sitting there just staring at the side of the house, the direction where Boo comes and goes from a lot of the time. So I don't know if he's looking for Boo or what he's doing. It's a little after 1 p.m. right now, and I'm heading to my office. I'm running really late today. And this is the water tub that the cats have been drinking out of. And this year, there's a lot of green algae growing in it. I just washed it out the other day. You can already see the green algae growing back. Last year, there was none. Like all summer, I used this tub and nothing funky grew in it at all. So we're definitely having different weather this year than we did last summer. And this is the food bowl in the automatic feeder. So someone pretty much ate all the food. It is 7:41 p.m. I just got home. Hydrox was laying in my driveway. As I pulled in, he ran into the yard and he's sitting right here. And here's Boo. He was hanging out in his apartment. How you doing, Boo? He looks like he was sleeping. Look how big his fangs are. And here's Splash. He's in the window. But the window's not open all the way. It was raining, so I kept it mostly shut. He's not happy. I'm gonna have to open it more for him. Hey, Boo. Hello, Boo. See how he's rubbing up on everything? First of all, his eye is looking much better than it has been. I mean, it still has a little ways to go. Hello, Boo. Hello, Boo. How are you, Boo? Look at this. Look at this. This is like crazy. Hello, Boo. Hello, Boo. How are you? He's being silly. Now this is like 180-degree difference than when he was hissing the other day. That was really hissing of like confusion and stress and the cats inside. I mean, this is like, he's making huge progress every day. Is he gonna rub up against me? Hey, Boo. He's definitely rubbing up against way more things than he was like a week ago. See? Okay, so I'm trying to go inside right now. I haven't even put my key in the door. And this is what is going on. Like, I'm here. There's Boo. There's the door. I'm not letting him in because there's other cats in there. And they're gonna get upset, and he's gonna get upset. I'm gonna go inside, okay? I'm gonna go inside and get your food. Okay? You're gonna wait out here, right? Look at this. Okay, I'm gonna go in. You stay outside. This is like what Stella used to do. It's like the same thing all over again. Okay, good. He's moving away. Hey guys, you want to eat? Are you guys hungry? You want dinner? Okay, so one of the first things I'm doing right now is putting bug spray on because at this hour, the bugs are out. So this is the raw food that they eat. It's been out all afternoon defrosting. It is now at room temperature. I've been keeping it in this Corningware now that I refill. I fill it up with a little more than a cup and a half of the frozen raw food. And they're supposed to get like a half cup each per meal. And so I used to do this in the Ziploc bags, but now I just do this in the Corningware. And then to feed them, I just flip this out onto a paper plate. Actually, it's a paper platter. And then we'll spread this all around. And here's what it looks like after it's been all spread out. Now I'm gonna have to put the camera down right now because I do make it a point of petting Splash before he eats, because it's really one of the only times he lets anyone pet him. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Splash, eat your food. Eat the food. Eat it. Okay, so here's Boo. Look at this. I haven't even come outside and he looks like he's hissing already. Boo, do you want to eat? Here's the food. Here's Boo. I'm sure he smells the other cats inside. And yes, he is becoming very possessive of me. And here comes, who's that? Simba. Simba just came up the door. Come on, Boo, you gonna let me out? You wanna eat? Okay. Let's eat. Come on. All right, let's see what happens. Move over. Move over. Are you hungry? He's meowing. Hello. We're gonna eat. See? Now he just hissed. Are you hungry? Move over, let's eat. Come on. I'm gonna put your food down. Okay. There's your food. Eat your food, Boo. So today they're having the Friskies, whitefish, and tuna with some of the Nature's Recipe dry food on top. I also gave him 3 drops of the herbal tincture. It's a tincture for parasites, bacteria, fungus. It's, you know, all that good stuff just in case there's still issues with the eye. And here's Hydrox sitting in the bushes. He's letting me come very close to him. And I just put his food down. Hopefully he'll eat his food. I'm gonna move it over a little bit. And there's Hydrox's food. Now I give Hydrox about half as much food as I give Boo. I probably give him the same amount of dry food, but I give him half as much wet food just because he's been coming around for food much longer than Boo has, and you could see that Boo is way thinner than Hydrox just because Boo has not been eating on a regular basis. Okay, so today was better because I gave Hydrox his food and I talked to Hydrox, and Boo did not hiss behind my back and he did not freak out like he did yesterday. So while they're eating, I am going to try to rinse out all the other food bowls that are still out here. See all these bowls? All these need to be rinsed out, but this bowl used to be around these bowls, so I don't know if someone was playing with it or what, but somehow this afternoon or early this evening, that bowl got moved. Okay, so what I do with these bowls is I give them a good rinsing outside to make sure that there's no bugs on them, to kind of dislodge as much food as possible. Then I take them inside and I dump them into this utility tub, and then here's where I will wash them much better, and then I'll put them out to dry in my laundry room. So here's Stella, she's watching me. They're not too happy that I'm spending this time outside with Boo and Hydrox, working on the outside cats. They'd much rather that I was inside playing with them, but it is what it is right now. Right, Stella? I try to spend time with them after I come in and also like in the mornings. And here's Boo waiting for me by the back door. Like, it literally only took me like 2 or 3 minutes to wash those bowls. I don't think he even ate his food. You see his bowl? No, he didn't even eat his food. He's gonna wait for me to come outside, then he's gonna eat his food. Okay, Boo, move. Move over. Eat your food. Eat your food, come on. He just made like a little hiss. Eat your food. Eat your food. Go ahead. Come on, Boo. Right here. Eat it. Eat your food. Go ahead. Eat it. Hydrox ate a little bit of his food. Boo. Eat your food. Come on. You could do it. Can you guys see how thin he is? Like, he's a rail. Boo. Boo. Eat your food, Boo. He loves it when I talk to him. Like, he loves it. Boo, eat your food. He's looking for Hydrox. What are you doing, Boo? You gonna eat your food? Hello, Boo. It's very tempting to pet him right now, but I'm not going to do that. It's just like today that he's rubbing himself up against everything like crazy. Hello, Boo. You're not gonna eat? You wanna play? You wanna play? Do you? It definitely looks like his hair is growing in, like on that scrape area. I mean, it could just be the lighting or lack of lighting, but it definitely looks like it's growing in. And his eye does look better. And who knows, he might even be part Siamese. Right, Boo? Boo, are you part Siamese? Boo. Boo. Are you part Siamese? What you doing? Like, I want to touch his paws. But he might freak out. The thing is with feral cats, you feel like you're making progress, like you'll take like 2 steps forward, and then when you think you can make the 3rd step, you end up taking like 1 step back, because then they freak out about something. So I don't want him to freak out, so I'm not gonna push anything just for the sake of an interesting video. I'm just gonna let things take their natural course. Eat your food, Boo. I just moved his food, and when I move it, then he like walks up to it. Like, he definitely does not want the food to go anywhere. See? If I go to touch the food, he goes to the food. You gonna eat your food? Here. Eat your food. Okay, so here's Hydrox. He's laying on this walkway, staring at Boo. I'm gonna move Hydrox's food over toward him, so maybe he'll eat it. And here's Boo watching me talk to Hydrox. Now, if I pick up Hydrox's food and give the food to Hydrox, who thinks Boo is gonna hiss? Like, do you think he's gonna hiss and freak out? Okay, I have Hydrox's food in my hand. There's Boo. I'm gonna give it to Hydrox. Hydrox ran away. I'm gonna put it right there. He has plenty of escape routes. And here's Boo watching me. What are you doing, Boo? Those are the rubber gloves I just washed the dishes with. What are you doing, Boo? Come on, eat your food. You gonna eat your dinner? Okay, so I moved the food over and Hydrox is eating it where I moved it to. I kind of feel bad for Hydrox, but maybe this is like a lesson he needs to learn. Like, I don't know what happened between these cats. I'm not watching them 24 hours a day, but something. You know, they are definitely having a bit of a territory power struggle right now. Hey, Boo. You want to play? You want to play? Come on. We going to play? Are you going to play with me? Are you going to play with me? Come on. Let's play in the rug. Let's go play in the rug. Come on. And he goes straight onto his lounge chair. He's already becoming spoiled. Boo. Come on. Let's play. I need to play with him now. Come on. I want to keep him distracted so that Hydrox could eat his food. So I'm gonna like stand between them, which is probably not a good thing to do, but come on, let's play. Let's play. Forget about the other cat. Come on. Wow, wow. Did you see him running around? He's getting really comfortable. He's still, if he has like one eye on Hydrox. Hydrox is not going to bother you right now. Come on, Boo. Come on, Boo. Let's play. Come on. He has a lot of energy today. To me, it looks like maybe he's starting to put on a little weight. I mean, he's only been eating well for about a week. Look at this. He walks right by me. He's either going to eat his food or he's going to go into the front yard. And he's going to look for where Hydrox is. He's going to eat. Okay guys, you just missed it. So I went inside to open this window for Stella because it wasn't open and I forgot to do it before. Then I came back outside and he was waiting for me right here. So I came out of the door and then he jumped down here. Look where he is. He's waiting for me right here. And then I said, okay, Boo, let's eat. Come on, let's eat. And then he walked this way and look, see what he's doing? Did you see? He's trying to do again. He's hitting my leg with his paw, like he's trying to play with my legs. Did you see that? I just hope he doesn't have his claws out. Like Stella, the first thing she did was she rubbed up against my legs, but maybe he's overexcited, so he's trying to like play with my legs. I don't know, but it was like, I was like right here, and I was putting something on the table, and I was going to grab my camera, and that's when he first kind of hit my leg with his paw. He didn't grab anything because I don't know if he really had his claw out, but I was like, oh my gosh, this is something new. It is now 8:30 p.m. Boo's just been kind of sitting here near his food, hanging out, watching me as I light up a bunch of citronella lanterns because I'm getting eaten up alive today. I'm wearing fairly long pants and I sprayed my feet, but the bugs are biting my ankles. It is maybe like 76 degrees out. I mean, it's really nice out right now. So I have a bag of treats here. I know he didn't eat his food, but these are the Temptations catnip bliss treats. And I figure he could always go back to his food and eat that, but I'm only going to be out here for a little while so I could give him his treats. Look at this. He walks right past me, like so close. He's going to go check out Hydrox's food. Or maybe he's going to look for Hydrox. Maybe he's going to come back. What are you doing, Boo? Want some treats? Is he going to open the bag? Is he going to eat his food? I'd rather he ate his food than the treat, so if he eats his food, that's a good thing. Sometimes I think if you do things too fast with the feral cats that they get overstimulated, which is not a good thing. Like, it's better to do things in very slow increments. Like, you don't want to do too much too fast. Maybe that's why he's just been a little agitated lately. It's just a lot for him to process. Okay guys, let's see if he'll eat some treats. Come on. Treat? Come on, right here. Can you eat it? Eat the treat right here. Eat the treat. See him swat? Did you see him swat at me? Be a good boy. His eye is still a little bit watery, so I want him to eat his real food. It looks like he's consumed the herbs that I put in there. He's like right near the camera. Over here. Don't even think about swatting me. Did you eat it? You're sitting on it. You're sitting on it, Boo. Okay. Okay, that's it, and then the bag's done. That's it, Boo. The bag is done. No more treats in this bag. That's it. No more. There he goes. He's looking for Hydrox. He's looking for Hydrox's food. Looks like he sees Hydrox on the other side of the bushes. There's no cat fights in this yard. Do you hear me? Boo? There's no cat fights in this yard. You guys are gonna fight, you're gonna do it somewhere else. You're not doing it in my yard. Got it? You guys gotta be friends in this yard. You and Hydrox have to be friends. If you're not going to be friends, don't come in the yard. Boo's so cute. Boo, you're so cute. He has a lot of energy today. He loves holding on to the end of the stick. And he's laying on top of the bird. I can't get it out from under him. See, he won't let it go. The bird. He won't let the bird go. Now that's one thing I have not seen from Boo yet. I have not seen him show up with like a dead bird in his mouth or anything. Stella used to do that all the time. But of course, you know, she had kittens to feed, so, you know, she was a very aggressive hunter. I don't know if Boo is as aggressive as Stella was. Hydrox is eating his food again. I'm trying to distract Boo. Oh yeah. He used to love playing with these little tents when the kittens were in them. And I know it's hard to see a black cat at night on a black carpet. Stop looking at Hydrox. These are nylon tents from IKEA. They're from the children's section in IKEA. So they're not actually kids' tents. They're like little beanbag toss things. But when I saw them, I said, these would make such really cute little teepees for the kittens. And they did last year. And then I put them in the garage all winter. But I decided to take them out because Boo was familiar with them from last year. And he likes hiding behind them. And now he likes playing with toys inside of them. This is what they look like when they're right side up like that. You could also put them on their side, but when they're like this, they're almost like those traffic cones. But that hole that you see in the front of them is like a beanbag toss game. And when you have little kittens, the kittens fit in there really, really good. The hole's a little bit too small for cats. Boo, let him eat his dinner. Come on, you want to eat your dinner? Your dinner's right here. Trying to play with a toy. Okay, you want to play, Boo? You still want to play? Today he just wants to rub up against everything. What you doing, Boo? What would happen if I sat down on these steps? Okay, I'm sitting down on the steps near Boo. That's a plane coming in for a landing. It's actually 2 planes coming in for a landing. Boo would be totally happy if I sat out here with him all night, just playing with his toys with him. It's already after 9 o'clock. What time did I get home? Like, what, 7:50 or something like that? So I've been out here about an hour and a half. Well, a leaf moved. I was gonna try to eat it. Can you guys see how thin he is? He is so thin. I don't know if you guys could see that, but again, he's rubbing up against everything today. Okay, Boo. I'm ready to call it a night. and he's gonna eat more of his food. I usually like to stay out here until he's eaten it all, like he's had his fill of it and he's not gonna eat anymore, because now that it's dark out, now's when like the raccoons come around and the possums and the skunks. Right now they're not walking around here, which is surprising, but I think it's because I have the light on and the lantern's going, and because I'm out here. But when I'm inside at this hour, they're usually walking around. Right now it is 9:10 p.m. and Boo is eating more of his food. Okay, he just went into his apartment. He's sitting on the scratcher. He's grooming himself. It looks like he's done eating. So I am going to start putting everything away and then heading inside. Right now it's about 9:20 p.m. Okay, good night, Boo. Good night, Boo. I'm going inside. Have a good night.